already got me telling an 18-minute story. You didn't even get here till 9:24.
There we are. We're live, by the way.
Well, that matters.
Hey,
No,
everybody.
no people watching or no people watching. Oh, I just got I better.
Hi, Adam.
Oh, I guess there is somebody watching. Hey, Adam. Hey, Steve. Oh, and look at that. That's right, telling us to let's go.
Hi, Stern.
I'd rather call him Vivan.
Congratulations. That's right, on being mini monetized.
Oh yeah, right on.
I always knew everything about you was mini, so
that's what you say about me too, though.
Oh, I only go by what your wife tells me. So,
all right, there. Now you should have one extra viewer.
ooh, so we're up to 5. Yeah, I guess I should actually like. Oh, I did like.
Oh,
Hit the like button, guys. We're 3 out of 6.
I hit the like.
Refresh your thing. Mine shows 6.
6 likes?
Yep.
6
thumbs
down.
6 beautiful likes.
Thumbs down.
And 2 thumbs down.
I'm rich. Aluminum.
Oh. Man, oh man.
I bet you there's 83.95 ounces in that piece of aluminum.
Could be. I don't have my scale in here, so we'll just have to just wonder.
No, we'll just give it to him. Because, most hard drives are well over 3 pounds.
That's true.
You deserve a doggy biscuit. That's right.
I hit the like days ago, slacker James. It ain't my channel. You don't have to hit the like button. That's right, Steve.
Stern.
Hit the wrong button.
I rest. I'm trying to get on here.
We have a motor. Or not.
I bet you it's 106.3 ounces.
You have to put it in pounds.
No, I can't do that no more. Because if I put it in pounds, then That's Right will go and tell on me.
Somebody guessed 15 pounds. And
wow.
they at least put the ounces at the end, and I'm thinking like 15 pounds for all that. Man, I wish. I guess I shouldn't say any more than that. The contest is still going, but I had another guy.
It's okay. Nobody watches this.
He changed his answer.
Oh, so what's everybody been doing? How's your mom doing, Dan?
Oh, she called me at 7 o'clock this morning, wondering what time her supper is coming from Meals on Wheels.
Oh, so good. She's doing really well.
Yeah.
So she's hungry.
Yeah. She's got her appetite back.
Hungry.
Oh. Well, I got, did I tell you that one of the guys that I work with went on stress leave?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So he tried to come back apparently day before yesterday, and they told him no, he's got to talk to HR before he can come back.
Just tell him to talk to HH.
Yeah, well, I'm getting a little overtime out of it, so I'm my selfish side's like, take all the time you need. You rest up.
I know he likes HH, but I really like saying double H because I know it annoys him.
When have you ever said double H?
All the time.
I've
never noticed it, so it can't annoy me that much. What annoys me is the H and H.
H and H?
Yeah, people always go like H and H.
Oh, H and H. Yeah, isn't it like a tax thing or something? or investment.
You guys don't have stress leave in the States?
H&R is what you're thinking.
Oh, H&R Block. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we of course we have stress relief. It's
Oh, well.
called McDonald's. That's why we're obese.
No, stress leave.
For $1 million, you can have that, Chris.
I hope you're not talking to me.
I am talking to you.
Oh,
All I know is I wouldn't be getting H&H to do my taxes.
no. He doesn't even do his own taxes. Oh.
He's not the financial wizard everybody makes him out to be.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people make that mistake, but nobody that actually knows me.
I want you to go and count those right now. Chris,
Yeah, I don't believe you have thousands.
I want you to count them right now.
I can't believe that you've never heard of stress leave.
Stress?
Well, that's what Chris with a K said.
Yeah, he said he's never heard of it before I mentioned it. Triple H.
Triple H or 4H. You could have did 4H recycling.
Do they still have 4H?
Heck yeah, they do.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they sell cows.
It's big time around here.
The 4H sells cows?
Here they do.
Oh.
The children raise them, and then they'll sell cows and pigs.
Oh, I know that, like, at the end of every year, the 4-H here has an auction of the prize-winning steers from the fair.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, a company I used to work for used to buy the prize-winning steer and then have it butchered and then share everything with the employees, like all the meat. But
so, hey, did you hear the news? PV Mart is closing down.
Oh, no, I did not hear that news.
Yes, they're having clearance sale.
Nobody.
Oh, that must be where Buddy got he got like cast iron pan set, like a whole big set. I think it was 12 piece for $60.
Wow.
Yeah, so he bought 2 of them, but it was in Dawson. I was like, oh, like I don't really need a set of cast iron pans, but that's a good deal.
Yeah.
Even for cheap ones, like, you know, like. So, but anyways, I'm not driving 2.5 hours to get a set of pans and then 2.5 hours back to not use them.
I'm actually surprised that they're going under because I've never been there. So
I don't mind it there, but it's just so far away that I don't ever go.
I'm really hoping we get someone like Tractor Supply come in and fill that void in the gap.
They're a pretty good company, I think.
PSC, I don't know.
We have them down here.
Yeah, we had them in Ontario, and they must have them somewhere around here. I don't know. Do they have them in other parts of Alberta, Dan?
Huh?
Do they have them in other parts of Alberta?
Not that I know of. But like UFA is horrible.
Do they have stores?
Yeah, we have actually a lumber yard here, a UFA lumber yard.
Oh, we only have fuel.
Yeah, it's like big. It's probably big like a Rona.
I'm just trying to see what they have in Canada.
Who took my knife? Oh, there it is.
I also watched a video on Hobo Freight, and they have grown so much. They're up to 1,600 stores across the United States.
Hobo Freight?
That's awesome.
Oh, Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
I was just there yesterday.
And so they're saying they're almost running out of room to expand.
Yeah.
And there has been talks that they may buy out Princess Auto.
Do you want to hear something funny?
That'd be cool. No.
Yeah.
I just went to Tractor Supply Company and to their website, and it says TSC stores are now PV Mart.
Really?
Yeah.
My every time you're talking, Chris, the audio is breaking up. Is anybody else experiencing that, or is it on my end?
I think it's on your end.
It shouldn't be. I have really good internet.
Me too.
Huh.
I don't know.
Anyways,
I don't
anyways,
know.
I'll take the blame.
It's
moving
probably
on.
Dan's fault.
It's
Moving
my
on.
fault.
Now
So,
we're in.
yeah, that's weird that PV Mart bought TSC. Maybe that's just in Canada.
So we had that weather yesterday in Alberta.
Yeah.
You had the what?
Too.
Well, that's right.
Oh, the weather. Yeah.
57 outside and 61 inside. I don't know what that has to do with weather, but that's your
It's finally been cold here.
Oh, it wasn't quite 57 here. That's like 14 Celsius. I think it was 10 here yesterday.
We're +9 for the rest of the week, and then Saturday -18.
Yeah, we're -29 on Saturday, I think. Cruiser should be Cruiser and
Is he even
Vernon.
still alive?
I'm not
Yeah, he's
myself.
still alive. I saw that he just commented on a Facebook post. I
I
mean,
haven't seen him in Discord in like a month.
he comes and goes.
Hoping to hit +4 here today. I was talking to James. That's right, Chris. Chris was talking to me, Chris.
What?
I'm not talking to you, Chris. I'm talking to Chris. Why is this so confusing? Chris.
He was talking to Chris, the Spanish guy.
Low snow levels here in the Pacific Northwest. Where in the Pacific Northwest are you?
And hello, Eric. Welcome to the chat.
I'm really wishing for low snow here. Hey, man. Yeah, where are you at? I live in the Pacific Northwest. Somewhere.
So does the Pacific Northwest come into Canada, or does it just end at the? Because like,
I think it's just Washington and Oregon.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I think we're Western Canada.
Yeah, but we are Pacific, and we're further north than Oregon and Washington. I didn't know if it extended up.
Oh, you're in Vancouver, Washington.
Oh, right on. I've been through there a few times.
We want our name back, by the way.
I'm pretty sure it's ours.
I'm sure
everything is theirs now. Now that Trump's in.
You better believe it, Chris. You better start towing the line, or you're gonna.
He's probably gonna start making Canada erase names that are the same as American cities.
Well, you should probably change the name of
Ontario.
That one city, Regina.
Oh no! Well, you guys have a Regina down there too?
No. Talk about you.
We've got a lovely Regina.
I've never heard of Idaho being considered part of the Pacific Northwest.
At
least, I mean, I've always just considered it Oregon and Washington, but
see, I would have thought Montana would have been part of that.
Hey, Sean Rad.
I thought Adam was already in here.
Adam was already in there, but then he must have
I'd
left.
say hi to Sean Rad, but he didn't say hi to me, so.
Well, I'm not saying hi to anybody.
I don't count.
This is aluminum, in case you didn't know. Now you guys can relax and be happy.
Oh, yeah, I'm just enjoying.
I was worried.
That's why I told you I didn't want you to worry. Man.
No, I appreciate that because
I've
got enough stress in my life. I don't need that.
Exactly. Yeah. What do you think? That's what I'm here for, man. I'm here.
I was crying into my pillow, not knowing.
Have you guys ever tried the Bauer brand? Never mind.
No.
The Bauer brand.
That's a hobo freight. That's a hobo freight brand.
Yeah, I bought some security bits from them yesterday. They look pretty nice. They were $25. The knockoffs were $9.99.
Well, the Bauer is the mid grade, right?
I don't know. I've only been in Harbor Freight. This is my only second time there.
So yeah, Warrior is the one that you don't ever buy.
Okay.
And then Bauer is the middle brand, and then Hercules is the comparable to Milwaukee.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Hercules.
Hercules.
What do you mean, Steve? I did find something fun to scrap. Open your eyeballs.
Yeah.
Okay, so they had a Bauer portable bandsaw for $99, and I was like, yeah, that's a little bit too cheap for me. But I'll go with the bits.
It's too cheap for you? Like too cheap quality, you mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, because the DeWalt one's like $220, and yeah, you're paying for the name. So let's say you're paying, $50 for the DeWalt name. Well, that's still, $170.
Yeah.
You would think the difference between the quality of those tools would be pretty vast.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I've never been a DeWalt fan, but
Yeah, Eric, that's true. BC definitely is Pacific, the Northwest. I bought the bits, Adam, so I think the bits will be all right.
So what would I be considered?
You're a Midwestern.
Midwestern, okay.
yeah.
You're in the Bible Belt, Mr. Nice Drunk 666.
Yeah.
I am. We have a lot of Mormons around here.
I have a boss who's a Mormon. That's pretty close. He's trying to bring more into the town.
Oh my, sorry.
But
you can have all of ours. I don't care.
Yeah, people are people. So as long as they're paying their taxes and making mine go down, I'm happy.
Are you on the government's payroll now, Chris?
No, I guess in a way I am.
Making sure people pay
work
their
for
taxes.
the highways department. No, but the more people that own property and pay their property taxes, the less everybody has to pay. So when a whole bunch of people like abandon property or whatever, like they did after the dam was finished being built in the 60s, everybody's taxes went up because there was just a whole whack of unpaid taxes from other properties.
Isn't it possible? Never mind. I don't want to go there. That's a piece of brass. Wow. Now I'm going to take you all out to lunch once I get this removed.
Can you weigh that when you get your scale and let us know what it weighs?
Can you see what?
Can you do a community post on that?
Yeah, I'm going to take you all out for one bag of top ramen. I'm still losing money.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's going to pay for anything.
So, the Spanish Chris, he has smoked plenty of HF angle grinders. I stick with tobacco and that kind of stuff. I find the plastic really hurts the lungs.
Yeah. I know from smoking wire insulation that it's better anything but that. So now PV's closed down all over Canada?
I know for sure we got there 12 of them are gone, but
well, because if they're down, that means Tractor Supply's gone too.
Yeah, so we'll have to find someone else.
That's kind of weird, though, that their website still says, the very front page of their website still says Tractor Supply Company is now PV Mart. Oh. So I wonder.
The old Black & Decker was great. The new Black & Decker, nay.
Well, they're all owned by the same people now.
Well, yeah, Black & Decker and DeWalt are the same company.
Yeah, because they're all owned by Stanley, which bought Craftsman.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, well, because Craftsman was going to go bankrupt and close, and then Stanley's like, no, we want to save that brand, which I'm glad they did, because they kept their lifetime warranty deal as well.
Right.
which I love.
Hmm.
Because I love you can just go to the store and say, "Hey, my tool's broken. I don't have a receipt." Oh no, no worries.
But I believe most tool companies are doing that now. Like anything of any, like I know the Canadian Tire is lifetime, Stanley's lifetime now in hand tools.
Right, yeah, the hand tools, not the power tools.
But bits and not drill bits, but like sockets.
Craftsman's awesome, Adam. You need to watch your language, buddy. Them fighting words where I come from.
Yeah, so PV Mart's closing all stores in Canada. After nearly 60 years in business, the Canadian retailer based in Red Deer, Alberta, said it's closing all 90 PV Mart stores and 6 Main Street hardware locations.
Wow.
Yeah.
Plastic.
So I wonder if there must be PV Marts in the States then. Maybe like when they bought Tractor Supply Company, maybe they let me see.
Yeah, Chris, I definitely like the Craftsman too. Where is my screwdriver? Oh, right from my face. I don't even know how to get this thing open. Too bad there's not a Scrap It All channel.
I seen a Scrap It All channel at Florida Scrapper.
Oh, that's right. Ah.
What was it?
Oh my gosh.
Florida Scrapper.
Yeah, Florida Scrapper put out a video yesterday that in big yellow green letters. I'm colorblind. I don't know. It says "Scrap It All."
Oh, really? Who's Florida Scrapper?
I don't know. The friend of Nacho Stuff and those guys.
Oh. Well, that explains why I don't know who he is.
Canadian Tire is redoing their warranty. Is it going to be better or is it going to be worse?
How could it be worse? Actually, they're not bad. I've never had a problem.
How do you get into that?
Okay.
Use a bigger hammer.
Why does Apple always have to be so difficult? Oh, I bet
wow. I'll tell you.
I think the screw is under there.
Just so you know, Chris Bird.
Yep.
Florida Scrapper is in Florida.
Oh, he's way up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's on the other side of the ocean. From you.
They used to be.
If you take the long way. Aha. Screws. Did you wash your mouth out with soap yet? I bought a Craftsman almost 600. It was broke. You're not supposed to buy those. You're supposed to buy the hand tools.
And I doubt the warranty is transferable on a rototiller.
Yeah, I would never. I mean, I like their hand tools. I don't. That's about it.
I'm trying to figure out why someone would buy a rototiller.
And their gloves. I love their gloves.
No, you like the Ace gloves.
Rototillers? That's for growing food.
Right, but why would you buy one?
I know. You can just go to the grocery store where all the food comes from.
That, or you use it once a year, right? A tiller?
You rent it.
A couple times.
Just rent it.
I'm just like wondering how long ago that was that you could get a $600 tiller. Or maybe it was just like one of those little tiny ones.
Can't you just take the shield off your snowblower and do the same thing?
I tell you what, if you want a tiller, just come here. They're being thrown out all the time. Like, it's just crazy. But once a month, a big old tiller. Nobody wants them anymore. They're too heavy.
$300 a day to rent one here. Well, you need to move away from Kentucky, dude.
$300 a day.
$300.
That ain't no way, man. That ain't no way. $300 a day. You're getting taken, buddy.
You kids have fun. I'm off to fix coffee equipment. I'm a drug enabler. I get people caffeine.
Oh, good.
You have fun, my friend.
Canadian
Yeah.
grower. Hello.
Canadian grower, welcome to the channel.
I like that. Some of those coffee things. I just bought a new. What do you call it? Cure or not a Keurig? French press and ended up taking it to work, and three of the 5 guys at work didn't know what a French press was. And
Really?
so he said, he goes, well, when are we getting our Keurig back? And I said, well, I guess when somebody gets all the mold out of it. But I said, I'm not. I'm just going to use this French press. So the one guy, he's like, oh, I don't know. That looks pretty complicated. I said, what? Putting coffee into it and then some water and then waiting 4 minutes? He's like, well, that's all you have to do. I said, yeah. So yesterday he comes in, he says, hey, that little coffee pot makes good coffee. I said, yeah, and no mold. I guess they had a Keurig there for like over 3 years that never got cleaned.
Ooh. That's
Oh yeah, right on. Where are you at, Canadian grower? In like what
Probably
province?
Canada. I'm thinking Canada.
I'm in northern BC and he's in southern Alberta.
and I'm from the greatest country in the world.
Just ask anybody.
Mike just put out a video. I'll be back. Okay.
Yeah, he would. Trying to take away some of our viewers.
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
You won't be missed.
I almost had my truck blow over in Saskatchewan. Esteban.
So I'm in Lethbridge, Canadian grower.
I didn't know there was tornadoes there at the time. I was like,
Someone needs to check on Steve. I don't think he's feeling okay.
which Steve?
Stern.
Sorry.
Oh,
He said all Canadians here. He's clearly confused.
wow. Mike got called a fool. No.
Who lives on an island life, just
Oh,
not addressing
Saskatoon.
anyone.
Oh, Saskatoon, yeah.
That's very true, Eric.
That's another name that we're not going to lose to the Americans. Saskatoon and Regina.
Or we're going to have to rename the province of Ontario. Good luck with that.
I told a guy I was from Ontario once, and he's like, California? I said, do I sound like I'm from California?
Well, like I say,
Sometimes.
once we take over the United States and change the name to the United States of Canada.
Yeah. I can't wait to see that day in my lifetime.
Yeah.
They really
I went
just
to that RCMP museum in Regina. That was really cool. Was there in Ontario and Oregon? I think there was a Coburg in Oregon. I was from Coburg in Ontario, and I thought I went through and there was a Coburg there too. Yeah, there's like a stuffed RCMP horse, like from the late 1800s or something. Like one of their horses stuffed in the museum, like full life size horse.
That's disturbing.
I thought it was pretty good taxidermy because it's still holding up today. Yeah, just not a dry and warm one.
You know, I'm just messing with you, Adam.
What were you saying to Adam?
Oh, when he was saying he was going to go to Mike's video, and I said, "Oh, just leave. You won't be missed." Or I don't remember what I said. I was just being goofy.
Don't be goofy.
I love Goofy. Pluto, Goofy.
Governor Trudeau. I thought Trudeau quit.
Donald Duck.
Yeah, well, he's still prime minister till they find someone to replace him.
Oh,
Governor Trudeau, isn't that like a character from The Walking Dead? Or no,
Oh,
that's
he is
Governor.
Walking Dead, that's for sure.
he is a character.
It's
I'm trying
funny
to think.
when I first watched that show, like everybody, it was like, oh my gosh, the governor, he's so evil and just mean, and then as the show goes on and on, you're like, man, the governor was nothing.
So,
Oh, I've
James,
never
can you
seen that show.
explain this? Because I don't understand that's right half the time.
What?
I'm
Well, I was
happy.
already watching Mike video.
No, this one here. I'm happy our tax dollars are no longer available. $250 billion. Sorry, but not. Okay, what does that mean?
It means that the government put a freeze on government handouts to basically foreign aid and stuff and other stuff, and they've already have found a lot of money that is just been being wasted. And so that's good.
Imagine that.
Oh, look at that. That is
Government wasting money.
So, Canadian grower, I bought that generator from an auction. I paid, what was it, guys? $300 or something for that? Yeah, I paid $300 for that generator.
What did it cost you to get it hauled to your place?
Another $300.
What'd you get from it?
Oh, it was almost, oh God, $3,000, $3,500.
Oh, really? Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
Not bad for a couple weeks' work.
That is wild. I've never seen
that the U.S. was giving Canada $250 billion.
Zip it, loudmouth.
And I buy most of my scrap from the auction.
Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
It's not gold fingers; they're copper colored on this Wi-Fi card.
Yeah.
You guys weren't giving us no $250 billion.
What? I don't understand, James. What's the like? Were you? Is that not something that you see very often?
Well, they're either gold fingers or silver finger, not copper fingered.
Oh, it's just a cheaper one, I guess.
Well, it's an Apple product, an Apple modem.
Yeah. So cheaper.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what side of the equation you're looking at. If you're looking at it from the consumer, no, it's not cheap.
No, no, just cheaper made. I mean,
yeah, no, that's wild. I've never seen, unless it was silver coated and it was like it's smoke residue, but it doesn't smell like smoke. Anyways, moving on.
Oh yeah, they're
that
all our natural resources. And
I told you that Adam was still here. I sense these things. I used the force.
No, there was still a little bit of in the stator, but I got paid really good for the.
Oh yeah, you sold it as motor.
Yeah, that rest they gave me 25 cents a pound, which I thought was really, really good. There was definitely more steel than there was copper.
Yeah,
you'd still be working on that if trying to get that copper out of that.
Yeah,
so that was the right move to sell it the way it was.
But after watching Project Shut Florida, I know how to do it now, and but he was even struggling, even with his fancy equipment and stuff.
Well, the stuff's designed to not want to come out easily, so it makes sense.
There's a if you go up, Canadian Growers got another question about boards. Did you watch Dan's series about selling your e-waste to board sort from Canada?
Yeah, I have a whole series on that. It all depends on the chips.
Oh,
ooh, nice. That's all aluminum. We're getting 2 packets of top ramen today.
Scrap it all?
Yeah.
Canadian Grower says, is there a difference between green board and blue boards? besides the color.
Well, yeah. I mean, it just depends on, like you said, what is on the board. Because so we have a blue board here with a nice gold corner BGA and some other components. So this would be a high grade peripheral. But if this was green and it still had all the same components, it would still be a high grade peripheral. But if you're talking motherboards and you're dealing with board sort, there can be a difference because they have a category for colored motherboards versus green motherboards. So that to me would be basically the only difference as far as the color mattering. Because as you guys know, it comes down to the components on non-motherboards, if that made sense.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
It all sounds very racist.
I don't even know how to reply to that.
There's not much you can say.
That's where this awkward silence comes in. Okay, the fat guy with the white glasses talking again.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. And
yeah, and
he did say he's up in Canada, right? Even though his name.
Yeah.
You'll definitely want to watch Nice Junk's Canadian board sort, so you can know what is worth it for you or not to send a board sort because of your high shipping cost. Have you guys heard that there's apparently silver in these button batteries? Anybody heard that? The silence is awkward. So I better start being.
Sorry, I had to approve a comment from Adam. For some reason, it went up for approval.
Y'all didn't know I took my CU off, didn't y'all? Right on, Chris. What did you do to Roger, Adam? Thinking of Roger, have anybody seen Roger in a while?
No, I see him like commenting on Mike's stuff.
Oh, okay, well, good. As long as he's still alive.
He's still alive, and I guess able enough to type.
I know what CU stands for, Adam. I was making a terrible joke.
Not terrible, just
Oh, does he, Chris? He has a new video? Huh. You must have just posted it yesterday or today, because
I didn't see one come up.
I don't get most of my notifications, so
yeah, and I went to his channel and I was like, oh, his video was from a month ago. So I'm like, well, I don't know where he's at. Oh, cool. I'm glad you went to go see Roger. Roger's old school OG. I need a drill to scrap my drill. I'm in a conundrum.
You might have to go old school Amish screwdriver.
Oh, Amish style. I like this. Here we go.
So that playlist I just posted, Canadian Scrapper, is the board sort playlist.
Board
sort. I think that'll be helpful because of you guys' high shipping. Now, keep in mind, Canadian 420. Sorry, I forgot the rest of your name. I believe the prices at board sort have gone up a little bit since Dan Nice Junk made those videos. So they're going to be a little bit better than that video.
It's still relevant, though.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. I watched one guy, he watched a video and I can't remember which video, but I had RAM in there and RAM was like $24 a pound. And he was saying that he never knew that RAM had any value. So he just threw hundreds of pounds of RAM in the shred. And he was just absolutely sick to his stomach, realizing how much money he threw away. And I'm reading his comment, I'm like, man, he thinks RAM's only at $24 a pound, but it's $27 a pound now. It's even worse than he thought. I think it was like,
wow.
I think it was like like 150 pounds of ram he had thrown into the shred.
Oh,
Wow.
Do that math at whatever.
$28.50 a pound, I think, right now.
Right. And then shred was what, let's say even
Well,
10 cents a pound. I mean, it's just, yeah, I felt so bad for the guy, but I'm like, I mean, he was really thankful for the video. I'm like, well, that's why we like to make these videos.
the last time I went to the scrapyard, it was 5 cents a pound for shred.
Okay. Well, I know in the U.S. the average price is still around 7 cents or so. I know, Sean, and it blows my mind that Canada and England don't have any sort of like good recycling program for e-waste, because this is my perception, is that England is a little bit ahead of the game as far as being conscious of recycling and all that. And then Canada kind of follows and America kind of follows. And with so much e-waste, I just thought Europe and Canada by now would have jumped on that bandwagon, because you're talking billions of dollars a year in e-waste.
The thing about Canada is we do have it, but we just can't sell it. So like our recycling companies, they sell to people like Board Sort.
No, I know there's that. I guess I didn't.
Yeah, it's just like we don't get to benefit from it. We have to give the stuff for free, and then they get to sell it to these.
Yeah,
things.
it's like in my state, because the state takes care of all e-waste, and you can recycle it for free.
Yeah.
So none of the scrap yards can buy e-waste because it just can't work. And
yeah,
but they end up selling it certainly to probably somebody like Board Sort.
Oh, for sure.
Cool.
But at least
I think it'd be better for the actual governments if they let companies like Board Sort. Well, they do have them, but they're just not as good as Board Sort. But if we had that, more people would be going around looking for the stuff instead of just throwing it. Like some of them are just like, just throw it in the garbage. Like, what's the point of going to a special recycling center and throwing this e-waste away?
That's kind of my thinking.
So I just want to interject here, though. After doing that series, right?
Yeah.
And I actually priced going to Sweetgrass to ship it through USPS.
Oh,
and shipping it through Canada Post was still cheaper than if I would have drove across the border and shipped it USPS. So if you guys have your flat rate boxes, you would be as pooched as the rest of it.
Oh yeah, no, the United States Postal Service is just awful nowadays. Absolutely outrageously expensive. And even the flat rate boxes have gotten out of control.
Yeah, see, our largest flat rate box in Canada is $35 anywhere in Canada.
Oh, really? That's the largest one?
Yeah.
How much can you put in that?
Okay, you can put 16 cartons of cigars in them.
So I just mean weight wise.
Yeah, we want this in ounces too.
Yes, not pounds, not kilograms. We want it in pounds.
I will go look because I happen to have one on my in my kitchen.
Oh, he's going out to have a smoke now. Now he's got cigars in his brain.
Oh. Yeah, Sean, you got your neighbors trained pretty well to drop stuff off for you.
Okay.
I'm leaving this circus.
7.5 by 12 by 16 inches.
I'm back. Oh, stop kicking the camera.
And you can ship up to 11 pounds.
We have to.
That's not very much
here. I took 1,200 pounds. YouTube had me approve that comment, Adam. Isn't that crazy? 1,200 pounds of copper. What price per pound did you get?
Okay, I just have to check something outside. I'll be right back.
Oh, sure you do. Cool. I am getting rich today.
I'm trying to
320. Nice.
do all of these sharing out the channels.
Oh,
Does Eric have a channel? Let me just go look here.
it's pretty easy. Do you just click on the name, then say go to channel, and then copy the link?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing. I was trying to copy the channel IDs, and then it turns out those aren't links. So,
Yeah.
oh, it doesn't. No, Eric doesn't have any content on his channel.
I wish there should be a more simplified way for the moderators to do that.
Yeah, that's what I figured, but there's not.
Although there is 2 levels of moderation, and so maybe Dan hasn't given us the full privileges.
He probably hasn't.
Hey, does anybody know if Go for World Business is a legit company? I'm trying to buy multiple tons of sealed units. I've never heard of them.
I never have either.
Those are the best guys to subscribe to. I must have missed something because you're clearly not talking about us.
The guys that don't have any content.
Oh, the best. Oh, I got you. Better than kicking the can, James. I don't know, man. I used to kick the can when I was a kid. No, I'm not that old. It just, when you're Amish, you don't have a lot.
Where is Canadian Growers got content? Let's get him out here.
Copper. See, I have copper too, Adam. You're not the only one who has copper, Mr. 1,200 pounds. It's so hard to type on my phone when one hand shakes. Oh, yeah, don't worry. We understand you, Sean. It's all good. I mean, you know what I'm saying. It's not all good, but you know what I'm saying. Okay. I guess I could scrap. I got home late last night. It's actually kind of crazy. I don't have a lot of small stuff right now to scrap.
It doesn't matter, Canadian Grower. I just share it out anyhow. Maybe one day you'll put out scrapping stuff.
So I have something else to say about buying big motors from the auction.
Yeah.
Just so you don't get into trouble. So on big motors, and there's a error of plus or minus 10% here. But for every horsepower in a big motor, you get 1 pound of copper. If it doesn't say horsepower on the side, on the tag, they'll have a KVA rating, and you multiply that number by 1.38. And that will give you the horsepower of that motor.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a good rule of thumb, but it's not 100% always accurate.
It's not 100%. You might end up a little more. You might end up a little less. But that gives you an idea of what you can bid for on these big motors.
Yeah, no, that's really useful information. So you know kind of roughly what to expect. That's a pretty big battery in there.
And especially if you can buy it for the price of shred, so you won't lose.
Yeah.
Hey, AJ Recycling, I can put these batteries in the fire, right? That's like
okay. Oh yeah. You can put any batteries in the fire.
Lithium ion battery pack. Caution, do not dispose of in fire.
They just say that because they want to mine the lithium back out of it, but you can totally dispose of them in fires.
Good to know. Make
sure you have a wood stove going and you just put it in the wood stove. Leave the door open a little bit.
I'll just wait till the summer and throw it up in the wilderness of Canada.
And maybe have a fan pointing towards you.
Aries Acres. Hello.
Oh.
Hello. I've never heard of that name before. Water works great, James and I. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I'll use the water to put the fire out.
Let me go see.
No, Aries. Adam, I think it was the letter CU. I don't know why. YouTube is weird with. They're just weird.
They're weird.
Well, yeah, I know,
Got
but
weirdos.
that's besides the point.
It's all about engagement. If you can keep them watching for, 70% of the people watching for the first 30 seconds, that's the whole trick, I think, right there.
Yeah, no, yeah, it really is.
There, you got 14 subscribers now, Aries Acres.
Ooh. I'm going to be number 15 then.
Maybe if I ever figure out to share it here.
Well, I'm just going to click on his name on the other one.
That's plastic. Oh, coffee.
There's the link there.
Go to channel. And I'm subscribed.
See, Adam?
15. Woohoo!
Adam, it didn't ask me to approve that message. So who knows why YouTube does what YouTube does.
And then I'm going to go over to Canadian Grower. Go subscribe to his channel. Maybe I'll encourage him to start a channel.
He's got a channel.
Oh,
He just doesn't have scrapping on it.
well, it might encourage him to get out there and point your phone out.
Oh. So, James, what have you been up to all week?
Nothing. I went to town yesterday.
Yeah. Which town?
And-
Like off island town?
Yeah, to the mainland.
Nice.
I just dropped $1,000 on a brand new bed.
Holy.
Ooh.
You have to go to get your bed? We have like a place that delivers the beds here.
Ain't nobody delivering
Comes
out
in the
here.
mail. What's that?
It'd be like $500 for a delivery.
Is it a
that's
ferry,
it's
right?
like that. Well, the ones here, it's free delivery. Like it's included in buying the bed. It's still $1,000. You just don't have to go anywhere for it.
Well, I wanted to lie down on a bed, and I bought a bed about 6 months ago, and it's just killing my back.
Oh, yeah, that's why we bought this one, because we bought one at a store and it felt great when we first laid down on it, and then it was less than a year later we were like, oh, this is awful.
Yeah.
The one we got in the mail it's amazing. It's like a king size. I can't remember.
Was it one of those bed mattresses in a box or a bag or something?
Yeah, it comes like vacuum sealed. It's a memory foam. It's amazing. It's the best mattress I've ever slept on.
Really, you can get them fairly cheap on the Amazon, eh?
Well, yeah, I don't know. This is it was a Canadian made product.
Don't buy the cheap ones on Amazon. You're getting what you pay for. Like, so I went to the mattress store and I told him this is what I'm looking for, and he had me lay down on this bed, and I had never laid on a bed that felt that comfortable. And I'm like, well, do you have something that's a little bit less, a little bit cheaper? So we went and looked at that one. It was like half the price. And as soon as I laid down on it, it was just like, this is not even comparable to the other one. This is like stepping out of a Rolls Royce and now sitting in a Pinto. And the Pinto was like, it was like $400, and then the other one was like 800 and something. And I'm like, you know what? I never had a brand new bed in my life. I'm going with the good one. And of course, I can't. I can't get it for 2 weeks, but.
Oh, you didn't go and get it?
They didn't have it in stock. There's like, oh, we'll have it tomorrow. And I was like, well, I live on the islands. I'll be back in 2 weeks. And he's like, all right, no problem.
Yeah.
Well, then stop searching cooking videos.
What's that?
He says Google doesn't like him. It shows me cooking videos. We'll stop searching for cooking videos then.
I'm trying to remember the name. Endy, maybe?
But anyways, I bought a memory foam off of Amazon. I paid $180 for it. And the first like month, I was like, this is really nice. And then ever since then, like I can't sleep for more than 2 hours, and I have to like literally roll myself off of the bed because my back is so seized up.
Oh man, not good.
Definitely not good. And that there was great reviews on it, but I should have known. What can you get for $200 that's actually going to be good when you're talking about mattresses? Can't figure out how to scrap this.
I think mine was called Logan and Cove.
Who puts this together? Hey, stop kicking my camera.
Yeah, so just put scrap beside ASMR, copper beside ASMR.
Whether people like ASMR videos?
I don't, but
It depends on what you consider to be ASMR.
I guess I use TV more as radio than I do as TV.
Yeah.
Because I do other things while I listen to TV.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like I want to be
I'm glad you got your hoots in.
I don't know. Is there a Danny in this group?
Danny Trejo. You have yourself a great day, and thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, come by again next week. Love to have you. That sounded weird.
Yeah. So Logan and Cove is the.
I'm pretty sure we scared everybody off.
Yeah, that's all right. The fact that they showed up in the first place is worth it.
Yeah, we at one point we were at 13.
That's
really
great.
Yeah, I should have ended the stream right there. It was like, now it's just downhill.
So yeah, it says probably after my shipping thing, they've changed their thing to shipping fees may apply for some remote regions. When the guy showed up, it was on a Saturday, and he was like, "Can somebody come out here and help me get this mattress out of my van?" I said, "Oh yeah." I said, "I gave up on the mattress even coming," and he's like, "Oh no, I got it out here." He says, "It's big though," and so I got it in and popped the box open, and as soon as we cut the straps, like Adam was saying, it just started expanding. It was like, I don't know, 10 minutes, and it was like fully a full size mattress. I was like, wow, and king size. It's not like it comes all rolled up.
Yeah, now try putting it back in the box, eh?
What's that?
Try putting it back in the box now.
When you return it, you have to put it back.
I just want to take a quick minute and say hello, E-Waste Mike, if you're listening. No, he sent me a text me like, you guys are doing live streams at the worst possible time.
The worst possible time for him.
Well, it's pretty bad for me too.
Oh, well. Sad face. Yeah, like I don't have a lot of times I can do it, so I'm gonna when I start on gravel haul, I won't be able to do them at all because I'm just not gonna have any time. But I figured it all out, and I'm gonna get like an extra $1,000 a week in my paycheck when I go to gravel haul, so it's worth not doing a live stream.
Cool, you can finally send that package.
I know. I'm hoping. I got right now. I've all of my stuff is into the bank, and I should find out this week about getting all my bills put onto the mortgage. So that'll be nice to do. And then, yeah, right now I'm eating. If I don't come home for supper, I got to eat a bowl of ramen noodles in the microwave at work. Yeah, I know. But oh well, whatever. I've been broker in my life. I don't remember when.
Bowl of bacteria.
Yeah.
What
yeah. But
What in the world?
Oh, springs. No, mine's all foam. The we've had it for maybe 3 years now, and it's still just as good as the day we got it. Like I'm really impressed with it.
Yeah, I think if you buy the right memory foam mattresses, they can be pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I watched reviews and read and everything about all the different kinds you could get, and we just settled on the one. It was probably 2 weeks of just kind of studying them, but I didn't know anybody personally that had one, and we only needed a mattress, so we just decided to go for it. And it was, it was $1,000 or $1,100 or something like that, but that's Canadian, so that's like $400 US. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Look at that.
The
I was not
yeah, it is
expecting
better than
that
a wing
board.
sandwich.
Nice.
Oh, but I've got
Yeah, that's
luckily
pretty.
it hasn't been too busy. Like we haven't had any snow, and it's been. What are you?
Sorry, Chris.
Are you?
No,
I
not
don't.
really.
I don't. Yeah, I didn't.
I was
think
just
you
trying
were.
to say this is just like you just your cheapo, little stereo, little home stereo.
Yeah.
I was not expecting a pretty nice board and some sort of USB internal plug thing. I don't know.
Oh. Yeah. I thought that they like what is it? Just like a Chinese brand or something?
Probably. It
Doesn't have a name or anything.
Grace Digital. That sounds like an Amazon thing.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. Oh,
Grace Digital, made in China. I am shocked.
well, I mean, they're using good components, and
Oh, it's a Wi-Fi music player and internet radio.
oh, internet radio. Like, what does that mean? Does anybody know? Internet radio.
It probably plays music from the internet.
Yeah, but is there
Yeah,
like internet radio stations or something? Internet radio, music from thousands of stations, huh?
yeah. Like if you wanted to listen to a radio station from somewhere in Bulgaria, you could listen to theirs through your internet.
Yeah, yeah. This is like you can pretty well pull up whatever you want here on this internetradio.com.
It's nice because like I really like country music. Well, there's not a lot of country music on the radios around here. What the heck is
Oh,
going on out there? Everybody's stealing my scrap? Stupid deer.
the yeah, I wonder. This looks like you can just pick a genre and then just listen to whatever. I wonder if that's what Ian's always because like he always goes and it'll just show something on there like bebop music or whatever.
Oh, it could be that, or he could be on like a satellite radio,
Yeah,
which is
iHeart
different though
I've heard of iHeart Radio.
than internet radio.
We have that Sirius radio here.
Yeah, Sirius XM.
Yeah.
The wife's got that in her car, but I don't really like it too much.
No, it's very repetitive.
Yeah. Yeah, like I always listen to classic vinyl if I'm listening, but you just keep hearing the same songs over and over and over again. And
Yeah, it's just like AM radio where they just play the same 10 songs for a week.
yeah, yeah,
I like AM radio though.
I like that song AM radio from I can't remember which Everclear.
That's an alcohol.
Yeah, I know that's what they named their band.
Oh yeah, Everclear. Yeah, that's the band.
It was.
Right.
I think they're from Seattle, aren't they?
I don't know. Probably if they're grunge.
I don't know if they call. I can't remember. It was a pretty poppy song, that AM radio song, but they had their first album. I think it was Sparkle and Fade. I liked that one. Uh,
I miss the music from the 90s.
it's still around. Yeah, as soon as I typed in Everclear, AM radio came up. Oh. American rock band Everclear. Or Portland, Oregon, 1991.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah.
That's why we just say PNW kind of just covers it all.
Yeah. Alternative rock, power, pop, post grunge, pop rock, grunge early, punk rock early. So I guess they're covering a bunch of different things. Oh man.
Huh. That's interesting.
It was on that device you were scrapping out James 90s music.
Invite the deer in for lunch. I actually don't like the taste of deer.
Yeah, I don't either really.
I mean, I like venison jerky, and a buddy of mine, he used to make a pretty good sausage that was mixed with venison and I think probably pork.
Yeah.
But the rest of it, yeah, I just never was a fan.
Yeah, I prefer moose over deer for sure.
Yeah, moose
I've never tried moose, but I'm not surprised.
You should get out there and get yourself some moose.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're like the size of my truck.
Yeah, they're heavy. It's a lot of work.
It would take you a while to eat it.
One bite at a time.
You know.
That's
Is there like you don't have moose on your islands, do you?
No. We only have, small, just regular deer.
Like blacktails?
I don't know what variety they are, but
Oh.
they're just your standard generic deer. And then we have raccoons, we have rabbits. There's fox on one island. We have beaver, peacocks. Yeah, I mean that's basic. I mean, and a bunch of other miscellaneous.
You have peacocks that live wild there?
They do now. They didn't. Obviously, somebody brought them here, but yeah, somebody bought a bunch of peacocks, raised them, got sick of them, let them loose, and
oh man,
they just keep breeding. And I had no idea that they can fly.
Yeah, they're. I think it was in Vancouver that happened, and there's like thousands of peacocks now. Like, and people were like killing them and getting charged. I guess they're like they just swarm people's yards and eat everything, and so
yeah, I mean
these people in subdivisions were just like, well, I'm just gonna. They were hiring kids to like snipe them with their pellet guns and stuff.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, there was all these charges being brought up. This is a few years back.
Yeah, Adam, the deer swim pretty good. They it's not uncommon to see them swimming. You'll be on the ferry and you'll be like, hey, there's a deer swimming. So they just swim from island to island.
Why wouldn't they take the ferry?
They're not allowed. There's a law. There's a law against it.
They don't have any money.
That too.
I'm sure if they could pay, the ferries would allow them on. You have to pay a vehicle rate though.
We had it was a couple of years ago. We had a black bear show up on our island. It came somewhere from Canada and swam to the islands.
Oh yeah.
That was quite the event.
So did ICE get all crazy and like deport him back or what?
Yeah, no, we did. They called him up and they captured the bear and took it back up to Canada and gave it a stern warning, and it hasn't been back since.
Moose Range includes almost all of Canada, excluding the Arctic and Vancouver Island. So I'm assuming that's too far of a swim for them. In the States, Okay, so they're most of Alaska, northern and eastern North Dakota, northern New England, the Adirondack Mountain region, and Taconic Highlands of northeast New York State. The Upper Rocky Mountains, northern Minnesota, northern Wisconsin, Michigan's Upper Peninsula. So yeah, not too many places in the states, but obviously no. We should take some out to James's Island.
There's a James Island here.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Not the one you live on?
No. No.
Well, you just keep on scrapping, man. Soon you'll have enough to buy all the islands.
I will.
Oh.
And no one will be allowed to be here except for me.
Yeah. Of course, where you're gonna get the scrap? You'll be done scrapping, I guess, by then.
And then there's so you're going to throw your dad off the island?
Did I stutter?
Wow.
He's not my biological father. He's not my biological father, anyways.
Yeah, that's right. Get go on now. Get.
Wow.
I know. We see a whole new side.
Yeah, I just click these three little buttons. It says remove from stage, solo layout.
Don't, he'll remove you from life.
Yeah, we have wild turkeys here too. The
Are
fox.
they like the real wild turkeys or wild turkeys that somebody let go?
I don't know. They're in a liquid form. No, somebody brought them here. Just like the fox.
Yeah. We when I first moved here, there was wild turkeys on the side of the road, and it turned out that a guy had been raising the turkeys, and then he died, and then I guess his kids just didn't want to deal with the turkeys, so they just opened the things and let them go. But they only survived a few years because of how cold the winters were getting then.
I have never seen a wild turkey.
Oh,
I'll
really?
tell you what, they're delicious.
But we have wild horses here.
Yeah. Yeah, my uncle bought a bunch of wild horses, or actually, I think he got them for free from there because they were rounding them up on somebody's property, and
How do you round up a wild?
they call him the Canadian Horse Whisperer, and so he was bringing all these Mustangs and wild Mustangs and stuff, and then taming them down, and it was just kind of like a project. But I believe there was a bunch of people donated all the money to buy them at these auctions. They were selling them for meat, and so these people donated money and paid for the shipping to him and everything just to see if he could rehabilitate them or something into like riding horses. And I guess he did with a few of them.
Why can't they just be free?
Well, they're free, but I mean, this is Alberta and he's in Ontario.
Let them, run, like be free, like a free person.
Yeah.
Because whatever land they were on, they were destroying it. So like probably some farmers' fields. I don't know exactly what it was, but there was like hundreds of them.
Yeah, that could be pretty destructive to the land.
Yeah, so they just had them all rounded up, and they just had this auction, and they do it in Montana and Wyoming too, and they just they got to get rid of them. So the meat buyers come in and buy them dirt cheap. So these people bought them, and then just had them shipped to him. There's only a few of them, like just as an experiment to see what it would take and whether they would be good horses after they were tamed down after running free for so many years. And he had them tamed down so that people could ride them. But like he said, unless somebody is really dedicated to working with these horses, people aren't going to spend the time and energy. They'll just go buy a horse that's already good for riding.
Right.
So, but it was kind of neat.
Yeah, wild horses are cool.
Yeah, we have a lot of coyotes as well.
Yeah, I almost hit one last night. Oh. Well, it's getting closer to springtime here. I'm happy to see that. We're getting light until almost 6 o'clock at night now.
Yeah, every minute it's getting closer to spring.
Yeah, it's well deserved here, man. It's been really nice and warm the last couple of weeks. Now we're going into another deep freeze. So
yeah, hopefully it's going to end soon here.
yeah, I got to start. I think we're done around the 1st of April, and then I'm gonna have a couple of weeks off. So I think we're gonna go for a drive up to that Jade City.
Oh yeah.
And hit the hot springs on the way there.
So you're just like vacationing all the time now.
Oh yeah, it's quite a fancy vacation. Sleeping in a Honda CRV and
You're like a jet setter.
Yeah, when we get to Jade City though, they have cabins there for cheap. Like you can just rent the whole cabin. It's like $80 a night or something like that.
Opposed to just renting the front step.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't have hotels there, so your only choice is to rent people's cabins that they have.
Oh, okay.
Like an Airbnb type of a thing.
So you're gonna go meet the people from the Jade City reality?
No, I talked to they have caretakers. In the winter, they go away somewhere, I guess. So it was like a caretaker I spoke with. This was a couple winters ago, and we almost made it. We got to the hot springs, but the road was too bad. And so I called them, and they said, "Yeah, it's too bad over here." So we just canceled, and then we came home. But
they're totally dysfunctional people, but I actually enjoyed that show.
I only watched a couple episodes of it. I'm not a reality TV fan, but it was it was all right. I like the scrap guy. There was some guy, Scrapper Larry or something like that. Larry the Scrap Man.
Oh yeah, the old fella.
That was the only reason I found out about the show, because a friend of mine's like, "Oh, you're old Scrap Man Larry or whatever." And I said, "What are you talking about? They're all from Jade City." And but he was only like had a couple of small parts in the episode I watched. But it looks all right. We've never been down the Cassiar Highway, so like the Stewart Cassiar. So we love the hot springs, and so we'll go up there. That's like a 9-hour drive to the hot springs, and then I think it's like another day to get to Jade City, and then it would be a couple days to come back down and around. So we'll probably go up there, spend a couple days, and Jerry wants to go and look through they got a shop, I guess, full of all kinds of gemstones and stuff.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Well, mostly she just likes looking at the stuff, but it's really not that much. I would have thought they'd be worth a lot more, but I think that most of the stuff comes from China. And I know like there's people around here that sell all kinds of gemstones, like in those agates and those geodes, like where they slice them in half and polish the thing up.
You're going to be buggered if she finds a life-size jade Taylor Swift.
They'd be smart, because there's somebody that would buy that.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about jade. I know I found a few pieces when I was up north, just like chunks that are not really impressive or anything, but a few tons of jade.
I didn't think they'd have that in Virginia.
Shred. I think he's talking about shred.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, my trailer's loaded with shred right now.
Ow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Scrappy Drunk says the timber wolves are spotted in the area. I only see them every once in a while, but when I worked up north, we used to see them quite a bit. They're pretty tall. I never when I lived in Ontario, I never seen a wolf. Like it's always coyotes, and then yeah, we were driving, and the guy come over this hill and hit one, and it was pretty pretty freaky, like the size of it. It wasn't like it didn't weigh a lot, I don't think, but it was tall, like its legs were really long. And it was funny because he's like, "Oh, get this in the back of the truck. I'm gonna take it and get it skinned out." And he's like, "I know this native. There's a native guy on the road coming in here. I'll just get him a bottle of whiskey." And then so he goes to town and he drops it off, and then goes to town and buys a bottle of whiskey. And then when he comes back, the guy says, "Yeah, it's $450." And he goes, "Oh," and he goes, "Yeah, I don't want that whiskey. I don't drink, man. Thanks." So
Did
I was
you?
like, so he was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to run back to town." It was like a 3 hour drive. I was like, "Why would you just assume that you could have that for a bottle of whiskey?"
Maybe you should go clean that if you cut yourself there, buddy.
I'm trying to stop the bleeding first.
Oh, I completely missed that.
Oh, I cut myself on this stupid piece of aluminum. It just sliced right through my finger
That's the first time you've ever hurt your hand.
because I'm not wearing gloves.
I know.
Your career as a hand model is over.
I guess I'll have to be a YouTuber now. That's all right. I got Neosporin.
Right handy too. I probably have some somewhere. What's the difference between Neosporin and Polysporin?
I think Neosporin you use for hemorrhoids, don't you?
I don't know. I know people that put it on cuts.
Oh, do they? Okay, maybe I'm thinking of something else. Oh yeah, I'm thinking of Preparation H. It comes in a tube too. Uh-oh, now we're in trouble.
Polysporin is a double antibiotic available in various formulations. Neosporin is a triple antibiotic.
Oh,
So it's better.
it's better. Gonna have to try that. I know, like the green polysporin, you can reattach a leg with that stuff.
I think you're thinking about Loctite.
Oh,
That's right. That's right. Got to have the first aid kit.
I need a first aid kit or 3.
You don't have a first aid kit?
No, I've got duct tape and paper towel.
I get free first aid, like the big first aid kits from work, because as soon as they expire, like the date goes, they have to get new ones, and then they're just like, take these home if you want.
There's dates.
Yeah, there's like best before dates on them. I found out why too when Buddy crushed his hand a couple weeks ago in the tailgate of the dump truck, and so they're going through the first aid kits, and all of the antiseptic was like dried up.
Dang. Don't you guys have OSHA or something up there?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we do. I don't know. Is that called OSHA? No, it's called
Occupational Health and Safety Association.
That's what it's
yeah. Ours is WorkSafe BC.
Oh,
They come through and they'll check all your first aid kits and stuff. And I tried to explain to the guy who was complaining about it. I said, "Why didn't you grab?" I said, "Every vehicle has up to date first aid kits." There was 2 vehicles parked in the shop 10 feet away from where he was going through this old first aid kit that he had found. Well, I never thought about the vehicles, but yeah. So every vehicle, every piece of equipment, everything has like a first aid kit, and all the buildings have first aid kits. Except for he was going through this old first aid kit that somebody, those ones that go on the wall, or like the white box with,
yeah.
Somebody had stuck one of those under the workbench after it was like, done. Instead of throwing it out, I guess they just stuck it under, and that was the one that he pulled out and started going through.
I did buy fire extinguishers this week though for the
Oh,
shop.
good.
That is good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a
Just
few.
don't block access to
I'll
them.
be right back.
Oh, okay.
What happened
That's
to the
probably
live?
right. Huh?
Never mind. It's just my Amish problems.
Oh,
Oh boy.
aren't they all ABC now?
And look at that. My gloves are right there. What a dummy.
Well, you had them on earlier,
I didn't have my gloves on today.
didn't you?
Nope. I referenced the gloves earlier when I was bragging about Ace Hardware.
Oh, okay. I thought they were on that at that time. Sorry.
Where the heck is E-Waste Mike? I need somebody to yell at. I hate cutting my fingers. Dummy. You big dummy, Mike. So I sent off a little bit of gold pins, a couple small circuit boards with gold on it, and some gold connector ends from the ribbon wire.
Right.
And I had a guy refine it, and should be back here Saturday. Not sure exactly what he did get, but he's sending me 1.41 grams of gold for what I sent him. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited to have gold that was refined from the stuff that I scrapped.
Right. That is interesting.
And he's sending me a melting furnace.
Oh, wow.
It's brand new, but he kept one of the parts, so I have to buy that part. But yeah, so I'm excited about that.
So, how much did he charge you?
Well, nothing on this go around. But in the future, I asked him today, and his toll is basically going to be around 25%.
So you're gonna start sending all your IC chips and all that stuff to him?
Well, we're going over what we're talking about, what he wants to refine, because some of the stuff I have, I'm working out a deal with somebody else, like the ceramics or the gold cap IC chips. But I might send him, certain IC chips. We're just going over, yeah. So IC chips, gold pins, kind of like the lower grade stuff. And also, yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. He said he might be willing to do this for other people. It's just he's more of a hobbyist,
Right.
and he doesn't want people to be like, well, I'm sending you all this weight. I do expect to get back X amount of grams. Well, if it doesn't happen, he doesn't want to open up that door. And so
nobody could hold him to how many grams their ship produces. Like,
well, no, well that's it. As he gets better and better at this, I think he'll feel more confident to do this. I'm like, I'm sitting on all these gold pins. Yeah, I can sell them to board sort for $5 a pound, or I can take the risk and send them off to a complete stranger and see what I get back.
mm-hmm.
And so far, I'm pretty pleased. Plus, I'm getting a free furnace out of it.
Right. Yeah, no, I'd love to find a refiner.
Yeah, no, and I told him, like, there's people out there, so maybe something will come of this. And I told him, like, maybe I can work out a deal between certain people that I'm friends with, so you don't have to put yourself out there in the public, and I can kind of just be the go-to person. I like Dan, if you sent me some stuff to send to him, as long as you covered the postage, that's all I would want in return. I don't need a cut.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying, like, here in Canada would be really nice, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, because
there's got to be people that do it.
There's a lot of, obviously we all know there's always little bits of gold here and there on stuff, but what do you do with it? A lot of stuff is like, well, I'm just throwing that in the shred.
Yeah.
Now now I can clip off these little pieces of crap and get something for it.
And
Hey,
Steve should
Steve's
be
still
doing
here.
that. Steve should get into gold recovery, and then we can just send it all to him.
yeah, because really, I can't be trusted with chemicals.
No, I that's why I don't want to do it. People are like, oh, it's not that bad. Just learn. I'm like, no, trust me. I know myself. I can be stupid, and there's not enough money in the world for me to risk killing myself prematurely.
No.
Even maturely.
I don't know, Chris.
Just don't.
Let me give you a little bit of insight about old Scrap It All here. Never mind, I don't want to do it.
Is there an old Scrap It All and a young Scrap It
No,
All?
it's just embarrassing. The last technical grade of school that I completed was 6th grade.
Right.
Okay, so I'm not a wordsmith.
Well, I don't know.
What are we getting to? What are we getting at, though?
You've been pretty good at correcting me. So
I had to. It's apostrophe RE.
but my phone writes it YOUR.
That's because you stupidly trained your phone.
I only do it because I don't know. It's just a way of poking at HH because he does it.
Yeah.
I don't do it nearly enough.
It's all clearly, but it's all in jest because it's
Yeah.
like, remember a long time ago when I used to say, hey everybody, or something like that, and the school teacher gets on, he's like, just going off and
yeah.
No, it's everyone. It's not everybody. He's writing out this long message, and I'm thinking like,
Yes.
but you knew what I was talking about. That's the whole point of language, is to get across what I'm trying to say. You knew what I was saying. It's like, so Dan, you spelled "you are" incorrectly. Well, I still knew what you meant. So
yeah, it's not like I'm from the Ozarks or something.
No offense to anybody in the Ozarks.
But swamp people, they had to put subtitles in the show so people could understand them.
Yeah. Luckily, you're not doing the subtitles. But let's get back to the thing, James. I wasn't saying anything about you used prematurely properly. I was just making the joke about killing yourself. If it was okay to kill yourself maturely.
I get what you're getting at. Yeah. No, I think that, my lack of education and too many years of drug abuse, sometimes my brain, it just kind of misfires. And so I don't put 2 and 2 together quickly.
Well, what's my excuse?
I want to be nice. I'm not going to say anything.
My dad,
Adam graduated from honors from the 3rd grade.
Nice. Good for you, Adam.
That's what my dad used to say was he graduated from grade 3, page 4. So
oh man. Yeah, I got a big day planned of taking the dogs out on this last warm day.
Yeah, I'm going to be washing hubcaps.
Yeah, that's awesome, eh? All your hubcaps.
Well, what do you say? What do you say we wrap this up?
Yeah, sure. So let's finish it up then.
So there will be no video this Saturday from me.
Oh,
just too busy this week, and I don't want to rush a video. And plus, last week's was such a long one.
It was pretty long.
But what about what's your next video, HH?
Well, I was just before I came on here, I was editing a video. I don't know if I'll be able to make a video out of it or not. It was just a silly thing we were doing. We were cleaning one of the kids' rooms out this weekend because we're trying to make some space, and I found an old projector, a Panasonic projector from 2005, and I just I saw my impact with the Phillips head in it, and I just went out onto the deck and just sat there and took the thing apart. But the only tool I had was the impact, so
Ah,
I took video of it from overhead, but yeah, I don't know how it'll turn out. I'm just gonna go through, and then there's just some stuff with the. I'm trying to figure out a like, share, and subscribe type of a thing, but I'm utilizing the dog's assholery to help me with that.
Nice.
what about you, Dan? What's your video going to be on?
I have no clue.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm still having issues, and
Echo.
Oh, your mom too, eh? You got a lot of stuff going on.
yeah, I'm gonna try and put out something. If I don't know,
Have
I
you
You know,
have.
ever,
it'd be funny getting all of the crazy shit your mom says on video.
hey Dan,
Well,
I
that would
gotta.
be good.
Do you guys ever look at serial numbers on bills and stuff? I know you do, Dan.
Serial numbers on what?
On bills.
Yeah,
I have
I
one
look
here for
at
you,
them all.
Dan. Can you see that?
Oh, there, look at
Six,
that.
six, six.
It's a
I
$5
keep forgetting to
bill.
look.
Send me $20 bill Canadian, and I'll send you this in return.
Okay.
It's a fair trade. No, but I was going to say, Dan, have you ever thought about approaching Thumbprint and seeing if you guys could like meet up at the scrapyard just for even like a 5-minute thing that you could both put in your videos? Or
Well,
I mean, I know you're not.
yeah, I'm not. I'm not a
Thumbprint,
fan. No, I used to watch them,
but he is
but
a popular channel.
I have tried so many times to get a hold of him, and he just like shuns me out. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Well, it was a nice thought.
yeah.
What about that? What about that idiot in Washington, Scorpit it all?
Strip it all.
Yeah. What about him? He seems like he's a decent fella. He'd probably do
No, no, he's not.
something. I know. $25 now.
Hey, I didn't say a word.
I say good luck to you with that. I hope you get it.
No, and you know what? It would be great if he would, because I'm sure it would help my channel. But
Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, if you can't get a hold of him,
mhm.
you can't get a hold of him.
The last time I looked, he didn't even have his email address on his channel.
Bye, Chris.
It could be. Yeah. Bye, Chris.
Bye, bye, scrap and junk.
It could be. I mean, I have 25,000 subscribers, and I get quite a few emails from people. He probably gets a lot of people, and plus he shows his area, and I'm sure he probably had a couple stalkers by now.
Yeah.
So when that happens, you kind of tighten the belts, and you know what I mean.
Who would stalk us?
Well, you look at Vice Grip Garage. I think he's moved like 3 times now, 4 times, and he's even moved states over stalkers.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I had one person. They got upset with me because I wouldn't tell them the location of that sunset that I shared in the video.
Oh,
I'm just like, I didn't tell them where it was, and I'm like, I have to protect myself to a certain degree.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Well, yeah, but Grandpa shares his phone number to everybody. So
yeah, Roger does too.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, for me, like
Because,
where
like
I
you said,
live,
it's his business. So
you could easily, drive up to the grocery store and possibly say, "Hey, where can I find such and such?" And you might come across a person like, "Oh yeah, I know him. You a friend of his? Oh yeah, I'm a friend of his. Oh yeah, he just lives up the street, right there." And next thing you know, you have some wackadoodle showing up to.
yeah. Well, and I was talking to the No Way guy, his wife, And they've had death threats, all kinds of stuff.
I can believe that. That guy drives me nuts. Anyhow, are we wrapping this up or
Yes,
what?
so you guys all have a good week, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Peace.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye.